Hello, so in this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a blueprint for oil. So for another blueprint I just made, this one requires, well, it requires molten iron and copper, but it also requires heavy oil, about 3.7k a minute, and petroleum gas, 1.2, 1200 per minute. So I want a blueprint that can provide these resources, or ideally a multiple, because I can copy paste this. Where is it? This blueprint is designed to be stacked like this. So I have built 32 of these, of this one specifically, in my world. So I need a lot of oil, about 32 times this, which is a lot. So I want to build a stackable blueprint that I can copy and paste as much as I need it around this one. Now this blueprint already produces everything I need, but I don't need heavy oil. So I want the outputs to be balanced automatically based on their needs. And the needs are, I'm just going to copy this so I don't have to walk back every time. So these are the needs. So we need about 3 times as much yellow oil, light oil, as petroleum gas. So that might be a problem, as there is more petroleum gas generated than yellow oil. So we will have a surplus of petroleum gas. So I'm just going to see if I convert all the heavy oil that comes out of this, how much is actually generated. So first I want everything to be 0, which it is, so I can test my blueprint in isolation. I'm using the creative mode mod, which allows me to speed up the game somewhere. Game settings, speed. So I can change the speed and test things in isolation. So first I need water. So let's just copy this. I need water and crude oil. So this one is going to be water. And this one is going to be crude oil. So these are the inputs. Oh. So this one has inputs, and then I'm going to provide some power to it. So how I'm going to test the output ratios, that I do not know. But I will just wing it. I need more water, because I'm going to convert the heavy oil into light oil, this one. And I need another productivity modules. These are the modules that I have available in my save game. I haven't gotten to quality yet, so I'm going to use normal modules. And the one is speed module. Let's copy paste one. So. And for now, I'm just going to inject the power like this. So I need a little speed boost. Not sure how I'm going to organize this. I'm first going to give it some space. I can grab it together later. So we're going to need no heavy oil for my blueprint. Not at all. So everything needs to be light oil. And now we need some maths. If I consume all of this, will it show the numbers? No, I need a fluid void, which consumes everything. Oh, right. I also need that. So my first question is it consuming everything? And yes, it is. So this is going to be sped up. I'm just going to see the production, the amount of fluids generated. And now we have this ratio, so we still produce more petroleum gas than light oil. So I need some way to produce heavy oil or light oil. My alternatives are coil liquefaction, simple coil liquefaction. I think I'm actually going to need coil liquefaction here, unless I'm willing to change my blueprint. This one relies on light oil to produce solid fuel, which might not be optimal, but hey. And I'm now wondering, do I need to change that? Or am I going to go the coil liquefaction route? This one consumes steam. I can just generate steam. From water. But this doesn't provide water. Water is free. So this produces a surplus of $65 heavy oil and some light oil and some petroleum gas at the cost of some coal, and that's without the modules. Now I wonder, can I use a different machine for this? No. Okay, there's no space age machine that can produce heavy oil. Let's produce some steam. How am I going to produce steam? I can just click this. By the way, I'm alt clicking and then you get the Factoriopedia, which is great. And that way you can find ways to see how resources are generated. So here it is, steam, and you can get steam by burning fuel. Oh, there is no other way around. You have steam condensation, but you don't have steam creation. I actually have to use a boiler for that. That's annoying. And I can use a heating tower as a heat source. I think this is an incredibly stupid idea. But I can use some of the excess resources converted to fuel. Yeah, I can do that. Let's just shut this down. Oh, I don't want to remove that. This is my radar, so I can use the map. So I have a burner, which accepts fuel. This one accepts heat and converts water to steam. Water is free. We established that. But let's just give it some water. So it does need coal. I'm just going to rearrange this a bit. Let's see, I want it to be stackable eventually. So let's give it some space. I need coal. Let's get some coal. Okay. I don't know how fast this machine works. Oh, I don't want blueprints. I want, or ghost entities, I want real ones. Okay, now I need some power. So let's give it some power. One of these modules. Maybe here or something, I don't know. Something like this. So we have okay. This one wants rocket fuel. Am I going to give it rocket fuel? I'm going to give it solid fuel, which is easier to craft for now. Okay, so it has coal, it has steam, and now it needs a bit of red oil. Heavy oil. To get started, let's just cheat a bit. Let me think. I'm going to put this right here. And this one is also needed. But we only want to enable this if we have oil. At least some of it. Because we don't want to run this dry. We never want this one empty. But for now I'm going to kickstart it. Using one of these. It also needs water. So let's just give it some water. And heavy oil. Okay, let's figure out the water situation later. Let's just do it like this. Which is a bit silly for now, but hey. That way I keep my external sources outside the blueprint for now. And I'm going to shuffle this around later to make it fit. I have to void these resources for now. Okay, let's speed it up and see if it continues to work. Eventually it's filling up. So this machine is not... Oh, okay, that might help. It's not draining the tank. We need another one of these boys. Whoa! This should help. So it's still filling up. So this one produces 58 and it consumes 40, which we can solve with another more modules. Now it should empty. 53, 58 still. So it's still not emptying. Let's get rid of that. I only care about the balance. I can just copy paste a blueprint. Yes, this is fine. So let's see what it produces. Fluids. I don't like this spike. So it produces, ignoring the water, produces. This is a much better ratio. A little bit of petroleum gas and a lot of light oil, which is much closer to what I want. But it's not enough petroleum gas, but I can convert light oil to petroleum gas. Now, how much coal does this consume? Ok. It should consume 250 coil. Okay. That's quite a lot. Oh, we also still need the solid fuel. So some of the yellow, the light oil, needs to be converted to fuel. We can rearrange these modules, these beacons later. But for now, let's just delete this. And make this go that way. Oh. That one should only enable if the temperature... I don't know if this is of any use. I don't know if this matters. Let's try. Let's see if it works. Cools down. We have plenty of steam. It's not consuming a lot of power. So this produces oil without any crude oil. It just requires coal. I've never actually used this. So it takes 320 coil, producing why doesn't it list a consumption? Okay, it does list the consumption. Just needs a longer time window. So a little bit of light oil is consumed. Free oil, steam. Which is an absolute tiny amount, 37. Okay, so it's periodic. So this I think it's stabilized. So this produces about 3,400 light oil per minute and 400 crude oil, petroleum gas, I'm sorry. And this is insignificant. So I can use this blueprint as my light oil source. With a bit of petroleum gas. So, but what if I combine this blueprint with this one? And essentially create a self-stabilizing or self-balancing oil producer thingy. So there's no way to only produce red, to only produce heavy oil. You will always have an excess of light oil and petroleum gas. Which is fine, I suppose. Okay, let's just first focus on this blueprint as is. Do I want to increase the size a bit? Because this building is mostly idle. This one absolutely does not need a speed boost. And still has one. So this one can live right next to the heating tower and only needs a bit of oil. So let's So let's say I were to combine both of these and I want to enable this one if we need more red, more heavy oil, and I want to enable this one if we need more petroleum. So we need a So in that case, I would need a circuit condition that compares some storage tanks. Let's imagine there is a storage tank for heavy oil, and one for light oil, and one for petroleum. And it controls which of the oil refineries is running based on the balance of the 3 storage tanks. And I can even put a recycler in there to get rid of any excess petroleum gas. So let's say someone is only interested in heavy oil. We can convert the light oil and the petroleum to solid fuel and recycle it until there's nothing left. And in the other extreme scenario where one needs only petroleum, I need to have these chemical plants that do oil cracking. And I want to do it automatically, no matter what the consumers do or how they behave. So I can just use the advanced oil processing recipe and accept that I have to destroy some of the petroleum when I need more heavy oil than petroleum. Or I can use a hybrid. I think I'm going to try to build a blueprint around the regular advanced oil processing first, including the deconstruction trick with the recycler. And then I can add a coil liquefaction to it to see if that improves the blueprint or not. Even because maybe this one is so terrible in efficiency that just destroying some solid fuel from excess petroleum is just fine. So let's try that. So let's ignore this for now. Going to unpower it and focus on this one again. So this one was running fine. I want to self-balance it. I need this. I need some liquid tanks, 3 of them. I want 2 of these. Or actually, yes. So let's say someone only consumes heavy oil. In that case, we need to convert all the light oil and petroleum into solid fuel. But I can convert the light oil to petroleum first and then convert it to solid fuel. So I don't need this one. But I do need this one. So I think this is everything I would need, ignoring the amounts, but this is the minimum. My speakers are turning off, very interesting. Okay, we're back. So this is the minimum amount of stuff I will need. Oh, and a recycler, of course. So let's just connect everything and see what happens. I'm not going to connect everything right now, or I'm not going to connect these voids. Sorry. For now. So let's put the heavy oil in here, the light oil in here, and the petroleum here. I want this one like this, I think. Let's flip it. So it can share the water source somehow. I don't know. Something like this. Then we can do this and this. And when we have an excess of fuel, we can do this and just throw it away. Like this. Hey, let's see which of these machines are going to need a speed boost. At least this one. The oil refinery, I'm going to give 2 beacons. Just because. Do these need a speed boost? Let's just consume everything for now and see what happens. As expected, everything is just working fine. What happens if I do this? Okay, this is annoying. I just put these beacons there, but I forgot this one also needs an inserter. Okay, I'm going to enable this if the tank is full. Petroleum. If it's higher than 20,000 K, which is almost full. Then we're going to just throw it away. I might want to refine that later, but for now that's fine. This one needs to be enabled if the yellow tank is full. Greater than is fine. Let's just use the default. So light oil is greater than 24,000. And this one enable if the red tank is full, I suppose. But now it will always run. So I don't even need these voids because it should now consume everything. But it halted. The yellow. Okay, the light oil is not connected. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Yeah, let's see how this one runs. Now, obviously it's filling up the tanks. And once the petroleum gas is filled up, it should start destroying the fuel using a recycler. Now, to make my life easier, I'm not going to put these at 24,000 because it takes too long. So I'm just going to keep a balance of 1,000. And then I'm going to drain these. And let's see what happens. It's filling up instantly. Look at how quick it's filling up. So this one is not fast enough to drain the petroleum gas. It's still filling up. Okay, this is going to need a lot of speed. So the total amount of petroleum generated might be, I don't know. Let's see if it fills up now. It's still filling up. Whoops. I didn't want to walk. Stay there. I guess I'm going to need more than one. Oh, it's finally draining. Maybe I shouldn't use productivity modules in here, which kind of beats the... Just kind of pointless. Let's just use these. Okay, now it's working great. Is it still working? Yes. Okay. That fixes that problem. So in the scenario where nothing is consumed, or we only consume heavy oil, it just works. This one fills up because this one cannot keep up. So let's put a beacon right here. Let's see if this one will drain. So we are generating about 31 yellow or light oil, 31 light oil, and this one is consuming 30. And that one doesn't include the light oil potentially produced by this one, which is 40. So this one needs a very... Well, this one needs to speed up. So let's see if I can use another... But that's not going to work. I need another one. So this stuff is neat. Let's just put this right here. This one is working. That one is fine. Let's put it somewhere out of the way, where it can where it can do us no harm. This stuff also needs a bit of more spacing. Oh, I just realized I cannot put just or these beacons. I cannot put them here. That's annoying. That is disappointing. I cannot do this because it will fight. Okay, ignoring that for now. Wait a second, I can do this. Oh no, I cannot. I still need that one. But I also need this one. Okay. I need to double this up. Let's make it like this. Give this some water. I can remove this. Okay, that's nice. I can do this. Oh boy, I didn't want that. That's annoying. Okay, this works. This is fine. Let's just do it like this. Let's put this here and here. And let's see if it works right now. So assuming I'm only consuming heavy oil, it just works. This one is drained, which is good, I think. Shouldn't be around 1000. Why is this draining? Oh, this one is also always running. Got it. So this one should stay at 1000 and this one should drain, but it doesn't drain. Oh, stop walking. It's my instinct to walk. Okay, let's just move this back here again, so it can share one of these beacons. Let's see if it will fill up or stay below 1000. Oh, it has no circuit. Okay, now it's working. So it does need at least one module or one beacon. Okay, so that covers the heavy oil consumption. Now let's try light oil. Yeah, this just works as expected. And now I only want petroleum. Let's see what happens. So now all resources are converted to petroleum, which works fine. So I want more control of these machines. So I want to, let's say, I don't want to just consume crude oil and waste it. I only want to waste it if there's an actual demand. And now there's no demand and it's still burning fuel. So this is not how it will end. Is a heating tower a bad idea compared to using a recycler? Let's try a heating tower. I don't think it's burning fast enough, is it? No. So with the heating tower it heats up. Or it fills up. And it also consumes power? Oh no, it consumes fuel. Duh. I get it. Maybe with more heating towers, but the recycler requires power. That's stupid. The heating tower can produce power when combined with water. So it can be self-sufficient, which is actually a bit neat. Do I want to bother with that? I like self-sufficient. Let's just give it some more space. Let's put it here. And let's see if I can replace this with 2 heating towers. Really? 2 heating towers? Okay. which produce a bit of fuel. And these output 40 megawatts of power. And then I'm going to need these from the nuclear power plants. These steam turbines. Max temperature. Oh, we don't have steam. So I also need the boilers. Boiler. Heat exchanger. Okay. So this one consumes 10 megawatts. Oh, I need 8 of these. Well, that's highly annoying. Then I'm going to also need do I really want this? Can this little machine really power that much? I know I don't want to waste power, but this is a bit silly. Oh, it also needs water. Don't forget about the water. It's almost a self-powered machine now. So much. Okay, so it's heating up. Let's see if it actually works. Yeah. Okay. Let's remove... Oh, boy. I don't want this running. Let's just do this. And remove this one. So, now it's self-powered. Sure. And we still have an excess of fuel. It just can't burn the fuel fast enough. So let's just copy paste this a little bit here for fun. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to stick with this, but it's just a bit silly. I need a belt. Okay, heat exchangers. I don't know how many I need. I'm just looking for them. Here they are. Surely this is enough. So I need my magic power source again to start it up. Speed it up. Okay, we finally don't have enough fuel to power all of these. That's good. Can it power 3? Okay, need 4. Okay. Does it need 4? Now it's filling up. We need 4. Wait a second. Yes, I do. So with 3 it stacks up, but if I remove the energy source, will it consume more? No. So we have about 4. We can seriously power 4 of these. That's crazy. I need a power consumer. What consumes a lot of power? Huh. This was neat. Ah, that's much better. I don't need all these stupid power poles. Just this tiny one. Stop messing around with these. Okay, a power source, or no, a power void. Passive energy source, active energy void, passive energy void. Okay, this is what I want. Oh, oh, it's invisible. Oh, that's fun. Okay, sure. So now we have, does it note how much power it's consuming? No. It's crazy. So it's positive 160 megawatts. So this produces power. As it's cooling down, it's normal. It needs to heat up again. There it goes. So now it stabilizes at around 120. Oh, it must be because of the temperature. If let's just move this little stack right here. Okay, now we're just messing around. I don't know why I'm still working on this. Let's give it a few seconds to heat up. It's heating up. Let's go. Come on. It's very interesting. So if it doesn't get hot enough, it just produces nothing. Okay, so if you put too many consumers on there, the heat will be removed. So you can put heat pipes, but consumers will just drain the heat from it. It's interesting. So this is stable. Why are these not running low temperature? 500. Exactly. Come on. We had higher before, right? It continues to be stable at around 120, which makes, no, it should be 160. because we have 4 generators. Okay, so we can do all of this, or just have a recycler. Let's give it an output belt. I'm going to give it an output belt, which outputs solid fuel. And if it's not consumed, it will be recycled. Or you just have to recycle it. Yeah, let's just give it an output belt. And whoever puts down this blueprint will have to deal with it. There's plenty of ways to get rid of solid fuel. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. So this is how you get 1000 hours on Factorio. Just messing around. Oh boy, it's not going fast enough, is it? Now it is. Okay, so we basically made sure this little blueprint consumes or produces anything I want. Oh, wait a second. Why is this so much? It can't keep up. Yeah, it can keep up. It cannot. It can keep up. It's fine. Okay, let's just focus on this little blueprint and make it smaller. So I want it to be tileable. It is going to be at least, it needs to fit this, which requires 3 for the module, for the beacon. And both machines will have pipes on both sides. At least 3 lanes, 1 for the output pipes, but more likely 2 for the 2 lanes for the output pipes and 2, maybe 3 lanes for the input pipes. So let's just try to see if I can stay with 2 lanes, if possible. So that makes 7. This is 10. This is also 9 or 10. And we have this machine, which is 5. Just move this around like this. So I can put these beacons between them. So, okay, like this. These are put at the end. Oh, I also need the heavy oil. So I also need to have oil on the output, so I need to get it all the way through. Let's see if I can grab some bricks to mark a line on the floor. Oh, this works. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. Hmm. Okay. We also need to get light oil right here, which is a very interesting challenge. Just put it right. So this is not going to work because I need the water to be right here. But I also need water right here. I can do it like this. So this works. But I somehow need to get the light oil here, which is impossible. Unless I rotate the building, which is a possibility. But I don't want that. I also need to transport the heavy oil to the left. But in theory, I can just do it like this. But I don't like that. Do I need water somewhere else? No. This is all the water. This is going to be pushed out. So let's just give it another lane. Ooh. One other lane. In this second lane, I'm going to put down the water. Like this. Maybe. But I still need to get the light oil right here, which is an interesting challenge. Let's see if I can do it like this, and then I can have the light oil go like this. Something like this. And I also need the light oil at the end. And I need the heavy oil at the end, which fits nicely. And obviously I need the petroleum at the end. Which is no problem at all. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. Can I create the exit routes right here? I think I can. Well, that's neat. So the petroleum tank needs a bit of space somewhere. These two needed 2 beacons each. Now the only have 2 beacons. This one has 1. I'm not sure if that's going to fly. Oh, that's highly annoying. I can put this right here, and this one right here. And now I want... This would have been so nice. But... Or... Look, we have this, and then we can do... We cannot do this one. Unless I put it right here. Which isn't great. And I also have to remember, I'm going to create a stackable blueprint. So I want this one to be copied right next to it. So I have to think about these intersecting pipes. And I don't want them to touch. I can make this one smaller. See if I can drain them. Let's see if it works. So it also needs a bit of power. Let's speed it up again. And let's see what happens. Oh, we don't have controls yet. So this one needed to be on the yellow one. This one needed to be that one, and that one needed on. You know what? It doesn't even matter. I can just connect everything to everything. Now I have a nice arrow. Yep, everything is working. And can I drain this one? No problemo. And this one? Yep, it works great. And what if I put them on all of them? It just works. Okay, great. So how do I make this stackable? Well, first of all, the crude oil needs to be stackable, which is easy. I can just do this. It's just like the water, I can just do this. And move the water source here. And move this one right here. The fuel one is interesting. because there's no space right here. So I wanted to do it like this, but it won't fit. Unless I do something silly. And I do it like this. Which is silly, but works. Okay, the next one. Red oil or heavy oil. Light oil. And the last one is petroleum. So I can put a void right here and here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, and the last one is petroleum. Where can I... There's no obvious spot for it. There's so much space. So this one is only needed for the oil refinery. This one I cannot move. This one I cannot move. I can move this. Maybe make it like so. Like this. This is fine. Then I can also flip this one and also move it like this. Just do this. And then I can do this, this and this. And now it's stackable. With some space to spare. Lots of empty space. Can I make it faster? So let's just run it at full speed. And obviously it's draining. But what if I remove this one? It continues to drain. No problem. Now if I remove this one. Okay, it works. Let's add one beacon and see if it can still keep up. So the worst case scenario is when only petroleum is consumed, I suppose. Or nothing is consumed. That's the worst case scenario. So let's see if it can keep up with that. And no, it cannot. So consuming nothing. But that's not a valid use case. You don't want this to happen. So this is only a valid use case when you consume a very tiny bit of heavy oil. Or where you consume heavy oil. And when consuming heavy oil, it can keep up. I hope. Come on. See, it's still getting disabled. So it can keep up when you consume the heavy oil. So I think this is a safe blueprint still, with quite some speed in it. Let's put these right here. So no matter how you consume this blueprint, it will just work. So the only challenge remaining is to have it, it's very annoying, to disable it if nothing is consumed. So what is the use case for? So what happens if nothing is consumed? Well, then this one is running. So how do we read the signals if nothing is consumed? Let's just first these need to be changed to 24,000 to use the capacity of the tanks, obviously. And if all tanks are full, we can stop the refinery. If all tanks are full, we can stop the refinery. So we have a decider, combinator, which checks if all tanks are full. Which checks if we have... Why is this too... Wait, what? Okay, let's see. How is it filling up? Is it not raining again? Oh no, I decided that wasn't a valid use case. So if we have more than 1000 for now, which is an easier number to remember, and we have more than 1000 light oil, and we have more than 1000 heavy oil, then let's flip it. If it's any of them are below 1000, then we need to enable the recipe. Is there a signal for the recipe? Is there an oil cracking symbol? Advanced. Oh wait, there is. And if this signal is enabled, I can output it on itself. So just to have one global, just put all the signals on all the wires. And only if that signal is advanced, enabled, we enable it. So let's see how it works now. It should just stop. It's not stopping because the threshold is 1000, but that's the same threshold for the other machines. So we need to find another threshold to disable the machine. And I'm going to put that on about... Let's just first change these. This one needs to be enabled at 24,000. This one also at 24,000. And another one at 23,500. 23,500, yeah, that's nice. So they don't get enabled at the same time for some reason. To spread the load a bit. To create less spikes. Okay, now they should fill up. And if any tank is below 22,000, 20,000, we're going to enable the refinery. which is true for all of them right now. But as soon as one of these tanks fills up, they will start going, yeah, they will start to become false. So at this moment we have no so it's recycling the petroleum now because it's filling up, and eventually the heavy oil will fill up as well. But no, it's not backing up. It's still running fine. It's working. And now it's shut down. So let's somehow consume all the red oil, all the heavy oil, and see if it fills back up again. And it does. Even it's not locking up. There's no full outputs, so it can keep up. So by recycling the solid fuel generated from petroleum gas, we can use the refinery to produce only heavy oil if we need to for some reason. So this, I don't see any reason why this refinery should ever lock up. It should automatically stop and restart as needed. So this one can be removed. Now for fun, let's just copy paste it a few times. Flip it horizontally to show it's working. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I want more than 4. So eventually we get a network too big. Oh, there's no... I forgot the power cables. Oopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. I forgot the power. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we can have a recycler right here. Which might be enough, or it might not be. And I need to flip this. Yes, this is going to work. So let's see. What will it do? Will it consume a ton of oil? Or produce? So it's filling up. It's not producing any solid fuel is produced. Nothing. So it just works. You can just copy paste a bunch of them. The dynamics change because we have now much more beacons for each module, which can break the blueprint, but I'm not sure if that will somehow stop it from working. It might throttle it a bit, so it might not work optimally. See, it cannot consume the fuel fast enough to fill up the heavy oil. So if you're only consuming heavy oil, it's not working optimally. But it's not wasting. It's not. Well, it's just not running at full speed. There's no resources wasted other than the recycler consuming. Besides, it's not recycling fast enough. Maybe that's why it's not working properly. Let's just put down more recyclers. Okay, so we're now consuming all heavy oil and it mostly works. See, there's a bit of interruptions. likely because the chemical plant cannot keep up. But that's a very rare use case. You're never going to consume red heavy oil only. I don't see why you want to do that. So let's only consume petroleum. And it should stop this one immediately. Yeah, that's working fine. And I'll only consume light oil. And it should be producing solid fuel again, thus the petroleum is not being consumed. So let's wait for the petroleum gas to fill up. And now wait for the heavy oil to fill up. Let's see if it can consume all the heavy oil and convert it to light oil, and it can. So now let's just consume everything for fun. Yeah, it works great. Okay. That's fun. So how much oil does it produce? I don't know. I can calculate it, but I'm too lazy. About this much. And okay, let's just figure it out. And also, let's disable this one. So I also need to power it. This is also very important. So let's put down some power poles. I only need a few of them. Oh, that's annoying. So I need to power these 3 beacons, which have no space for a power pole. So let's put down one right. Okay, so this is one spot. This is another. Third one. That one. There's no other way. And now for these 3 beacons. I can move these a bit. Oh boy. No, it's not connected. Okay. So I'm going to put down a power pole right here and one right here. And the last one can be right here. And I'm going to spread them apart a bit so that it's easier to power from outside. And this one needs a nice spot, which can be right. This part is unpowered, so let's just put it right here. Or I can put it right here in the middle, which is also nice. I like this spot. Now it's neatly put right between there. Okay, we're going to test it. First, I'm going to consume all red. Full speed. I'm going to measure it, which is not accurate. Or it might actually be. I'm not going to calculate it. I'm way too lazy for that. I'm just going to wing it. Fluids. And I'm going to... There's no red oil consumed or heavy oil. So it's just, let's say about 1225. Let's wait 10 minutes. I'm going to open a notepad. So, heavy oil, about 12,200 something, about 1.2k. So now only light oil. I need to wait for this one to fill up. So it can produce more light oil. It's taking a while. Okay, it should start filling. Okay, it's starting now. Okay, production fluids. See, it's increasing production. So let's wait for it to stabilize and then measure. It's going to be around this. $3.4K. 3.4K, and for petroleum, I'm going to stop consuming this. I'm going to consume all the petroleum. And we're going to wait for the light oil to be filled up, which is going to be a bit faster. Petroleum. Yeah, here we go. Now let's wait for it to stabilize. It's going to be around 5.7. 5.7, that would be nice. 5.7. I'm going to get petroleum. 5.7K. Petroleum gas, which is a liquid. Oh, it's rounded up. That's interesting. I didn't know these numbers were rounded. So it's 5.6. I like to floor the numbers. I don't like rounding up because you don't get 5.7. If you want 5.7K, you're not getting it. You're getting 5.6 something, but not 5.7. So I like to floor calculations. So if I need an amount of resources, I'm going to seal it to round up. And I'm going to calculate a production amount, I'm going to floor it. So this is going to be 5.6. And if there is a mixed demand, it's going to be everything in between. So now let's just make a blueprint. And I'm going to call it oil, advanced oil processing, self-balancing, tileable, advanced oil processing with optional solid fuel production to handle excess petroleum gas or light oil. Produces up to, and then my notes. Snap to grid. That's neat. Never used it. Do I also write down how much it consumes? Nah, that's boring. Okay, tileable advanced oil processing 0.1. 0.1, so that's basically noid 0.1. Create blueprint, and then I'm just going to save it. And I'm going to export it for the video description. So let's see it in action. Did I save it? My blueprints, yes. Okay, save game. And then I'm going to switch to my normal game. But first I have to toggle my mods. I'm going to disable rate calculator, factorial library and creative. Only keeping space age, yeah, that seems correct. I don't play with mods. What? Are you kidding? Did I accidentally keep this enabled all the time? Oh. Oh no. No. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Maybe I can cheat it. Maybe I can just save it again without the mod. Oh, now it's gone. Okay, sure. I don't know if achievements are still enabled, but hey. Okay, now I can put down my blueprints right here. Leaving some space for roboboards. Where is the input? The input is going to be on the other side, so I'm going to flip it with H. Do we need 4? I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just guessing. I don't know. Oh, water is not going to be an issue. I'm literally sitting on top of water. So let's put an offshore pump right here. And here is my oil, which I'm just going to grab like this. Pump. I want a pump right there. Why? I don't know. Just to keep it isolated, I suppose. I want to keep this empty so the train can empty faster into this. Maybe it's not needed, but that's usually how I do it. So if I really need to, I can continue to stack it into here. I will have to move this, I suppose. This is just open for biters. I suppose I need to extend my... Excuse me. How about you go away? Do I have a wall of some kind? A wall blueprint. I don't want to deal with walls right now. I'm just going to copy paste some wall. This seems like a wall. This seems to be a bit tileable. Just put it down like this. Here, here. Oh boy, not that last one. Oh, I screwed up the wall. Maybe this works better? Great. So, oh, no, I don't want that. Let's remove this and copy paste this. And now I need some oil. And some power apparently. So this should fix that. Some roboboards right here. Don't know why I put down so many. A bit less is fine. And then I can get rid of this stuff. Oh, I'm just going to keep this here for the roboboards. Okay. Liquids. This one needs... I do have coal. Let's connect the heavy oil. Oops. Oh, need to hold shift. Heavy oil. Maybe I had to mark these. So I'm doing it like this so I can maybe continue to stack them this side. Just leaving a tiny gap between them. And the other one I need is going to be petroleum gas. And petroleum gas has an entrance, right? Oh, I'm also going to need... forgot the name. Sulfuric acid. Here's petroleum gas. Oh. Hey. Sure, let's do it like this. Okay. No, I can just use a longer... This is also silly. Just use a belt, or a belt, not a belt, a longer pipe. And last I need is this stuff. which I can put between right here. I'm not sure I'm going to get this stuff, but I will figure it out as I go. I don't know how much I need. Let's grab one of these. I forgot the recipe. Silver. Petroleum and water. Wait, can I use different machines for this? Yes, I can. Uh-oh. How do... What? Oh boy. What's wrong now? Why is there no power? What is happening? That's very interesting. What happened? So something broke. So demand spiked, then it crashed for some reason, and then it started up again. It's very scary. This is just weird. What happened? That's not the first time. It's very interesting. So there's something wrong with this blueprint. Very scary. If this one dies, I have no power. Ignoring that for now. No, I'm not going to ignore it. Let's just build some more. Or build a second one. Nah, too lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to connect the water. Now the temperature of these nuclear reactors might crash because of I'm adding so many of them. So I think that's why they stopped before. Maybe I just put these down and forgot about them, and then I loaded the save game and they restarted. See, the temperature's sinking. No, it's rising. Rising. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what's happening over here. How much did I need? I needed 150 per minute for one. But I have 32, so I need about 75 per second. And this one produces about half, which is nice. And which is usually solved like this. Yeah, this should fix it. Let's wait for the bots to come. I need petroleum, but not that much. Just riding into the water here, but that's not needed at all. You know what? I liked it. Oh, it's unpowered. Okay. Let's see what if I add some power. Now I have to wait for these bots to come every time, which takes a while. Let's just put it here, assuming it works. Okay, it's powered now, so it produces plenty. It produces plenty. It's going to work. Okay, water. And maybe connect to water for some reason. I don't know. No, I'm not going to connect to water. That's silly. Water is free. Can do it like this. Add some power. I don't know why there's no power here, but it doesn't matter. Oh, we also need... Oh, we need a little bit of space between them. And we need pots to bring in iron plates. Even though we literally have smelters right here. Well, that's easy. Oh, no more jewels in here. Oopsie. And a little chest, just for funsies. Oh, oops, wrong one. No matter. This is going to be it. So exciting. I waited a long while to get these running. So these are 32 rocket silos, and these can launch a rocket about 3 times every 2 minutes. So that's a lot of rockets. So I have 32 of them, and they can launch 3 times for every 2 minutes. So that's 48 rockets per minute. So about once per second. And I'm going to need a lot of robot boards to power to bring resources, basically. Okay, and I want some robot boards here, but not as many of them. So let's put down one every, I don't know, like this. It's just for the calcite. And we should have this is my calcite chip. It's basically the large chip gathering asteroids. and converting it into calcite and dumping the rest. And my plan is just to copy paste this blueprint, which is terrible, a bunch of times. Just have it hover in the sky, completely free. And dump calcite, completely free. Back to Novice. Is it finally running? No, it isn't. I forgot this one. But these ones should be... Oh yes, they're working. Ooh, nice. Just enable automatic request. And my power is dumping again. It happened again. Why? What's happening? I have no clue what's happening. It dumped and then it got back up again. It's almost like it's too slow to insert fuel. Understand? It's like low temperature heat or slow. There's a low temperature warning. So it's not getting hot enough. Which is very problematic. I didn't create this blueprint, so I have no clue what's going on here. But I'm tempted to just destroy this logic and just keep inserting fuel in there. Just keep them running at full capacity. Until I figured something out. It's not like we have a fuel shortage. Anyway, rockets. Why isn't this one working? So this one is blank. There's no light fuel in there. But why? Oh no, it froze. Oh right, I forgot about this. Come on. I might make it a power plant later. But for now, let's just consume the fuel. Okay. Everything is saturated. There are no empty pipes, except the light oil as expected, but this should fix it eventually. The bots are here today. This one is working. Yeah, it did kill some fighters. Still not consuming everything. Yeah, it's fine. It's consuming everything. The belt's empty. Yeah, it's doing great. Okay, so now it should be working at full capacity. Unless I skipped something, which is very possible. Let's just see if anything is frozen here. Okay, what's broken? No iron? Why is there no iron? Oh no. The blueprint doesn't work when flipped? Oh boy. I didn't know. What? Are you kidding me? How does that work? Why doesn't it work? So inserters are directional? Because on this side it does work. So I just cannot flip it. Oh, that's great. Oop. So let's just not flip it. Okay. So the only thing now, I need to recreate the entrances. But this is the same blueprint, thank God. Just need to put this down so that I know where the entrances are. So first one. Let's just fix them one by one. And this one is no longer needed. This one can be put right here. This one is solved. This one needs to be deleted. This one also needs to be deleted. And here we have the light oil. And the coal. Now the coal is transported all the way over here, but we don't need that anymore. No spore bots. Now the coal is transported over here. And finally, a bit messy, but who cares? Does it still connect? Yes, it does. So I think everything is connected now. It's already starting to work. We're just waiting for some last minute. This one is working. Yeah, everything is working. Let's wait for the first parts to roll in. So we have rocket fuel, and blue chips are also in. So that's fixed. So, do we want to see a bunch of rockets launch at the same time? Let's just wait for them to finish. At least one time. So to my surprise, these storage tanks aren't empty, but... Okay, this one needs to be supplied. Let's enable these. And rename it. And this should trigger a bunch of rocket launchers. Rocket launches. And this one also needs expanding. So let's see. Yeah, we need to wait for the bots to bring stuff. It's going to be a major bottleneck of this. I'm going to need to move my mall, or general stuff production much closer to these rockets. But at least it's working. So in this video I've shown a few blueprints that can be easily copy-pasted. So this is a bunch of copy-pasted blueprints, this is copy-paste, this is all copy-paste tileable blueprints. These are all tileable. So by creating small tileable blueprints you can create bigger builds. I also have another one. These are also tileable. See, these are signs blueprints for 250 signs per minute. And I just put down 4 of them, supplying them with trains. Here are my module production, which are also tiles. As you can see, this is one tile, and I put down 8 of them. And this is another unit that can be copy-pasted, like this, together with 2 tiles of this. This is another one. See, this is one blueprint, this is another blueprint. Just the same blueprint, paste it down twice. This is one of them. As you can see, this is the oil for the modules, and these are the modules, the module factories, basically. I don't know why the speed modules are different. I'm sure I had a good reason for that. I don't know. Are these? Right. I have no clue. That's a mistake. There should be 2 in here, not 4. Anyway. Yeah, it's working. And do we have enough oil? Well, it's draining that light oil pretty fast. But using all these space age machines, this is basically... Not again. Oh, these crashes are brutal. It's starting up again. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, if you use all space age factories, you have much more efficient factories. And it's just crazy I can create so many rockets with only a few lanes, like 2 lanes of copper and iron and 1 pipe of crude oil. But I expect my crude oil source to be drained pretty quickly. But it's a problem for later. So it's draining the light oil. We now have 7.1k and previously it was 7.5. So I might actually run out of oil. But that's no problem because I can just do this and put down another one if I want to. And don't forget to connect the belt. And I can get rid of this. Easy. Just copy paste. I don't know if I need this many. But it does no harm. Or maybe it does. I just don't. I can put them there if I want to. That's the beauty of bots. So thank you for watching. And let's see how much time I spent recording this. Oh boy, over 2 hours. Well, thank you for watching. See ya.